Darling, you send me. I know you send me.
Charmin' Abby. Charmin' Abby. What? Hey guys, it's your girl, Charm.
And your girl Abby.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
If you're new, please don't forget to
Like,
comment,
and subscribe.
Shut up!
I hit that note.
So today,
Period. I can sing. Who's joking?
anyway, today we wanted to do something outside, but it was pouring rain, so
Yeah,
we're stuck
so-
inside. So we're gonna do a story time.
About my first week of senior year.
Yay! And I'm happy this time it's not about me. So I get to sit down and listen to her story. I'm gonna chime in
Yeah.
sometimes.
And you know how we have the schedule, the set schedule? Well, this story time is going to explain why that schedule is not really working out right now.
We're sorry.
Yeah. So now let's get into the video. Alright, this story started when I first got my schedule, and I was looking at my schedule and I'm like, I don't really know if this is gonna be a fun year for me. And everybody always say your senior year is what?
The funnest. Is it the,
The
word?
best.
The best. My
best.
senior year was fun in high school and in college. Like my senior year in college was great.
Yeah, and everybody else always say that too. People last year, they said it was fun. Everybody always say their senior year is always the best. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to be a senior. I'm about to have fun or whatever. And I look at my schedule and I'm like, I don't know about that. So a couple weeks later, after I got my schedule, they said, oh, you guys gonna get MacBooks on the first day of school.
Because last year they had
iPads.
They had iPads.
We had
last year.
iPads last year, so they was like, to this year we're gonna give you guys MacBooks. So the first day of school, they was calling our names in alphabetical order, and I'm first because my last name starts with a B. So I'm going in there, and it took forever. When I say it took forever, it took forever. And I missed the whole first period. Didn't even get to stay in there, know about the teacher. I don't know, but I did not get to stay in there. So then I'm still in their second period. I go into my second period class and I'm late. He marked me absent. Mind you, he see a freaking MacBook in my hand, and instead of him changing it and be like, okay, I'm gonna change it because I see the MacBook in your hand, you were going to get the MacBook. They called home and said I was absent.
I'm like, what?
What?
How she absent the first day of school? Happy girl.
And I'm like, that don't make sense, because you know they were supposed to give us MacBooks and you didn't even, you know. I just got mad at that. So then after we keep going and he made us take, I'm not gonna say the class name, but I'll give you a hint. We took a political ideology test to see where you stand. So that give you a hint of what the class is about. So he gave us the paper and I took it and everybody else took it, and everybody in the class, I don't want to say what they were, but everybody in the class was basically the same. I was in between because honestly, I don't know politics like that. And
I do.
And I don't do politics.
I try
like
to
that.
teach her politics, and she doesn't want to listen to me. I keep telling her, politics, you have to learn it. You have to. This is the key to being a young adult in this community. This is the way everything is surrounded around politics. You've got to. Even if you don't want to listen to it, you need to follow it.
After we doing this, everybody's making their own little racist remarks or whatever, and I'm just like, okay, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just get over it. Next class come, have a good time, this class is fun, that class is fun, whatever, and now it's the end of the day. So now the next day, go to first period, got to know the teacher, whatever, second period come again, and he basically is teaching what he believes and what he think is right, basically.
You know he's not supposed to do that.
he's basically like, I don't know politics at all, and I want to hear both sides, but I'm not hearing both sides. Like,
He's not supposed to do that.
I want to learn both sides. I just don't want to learn the side that the teacher want me to be on. I want to hear the other side too, so I get to choose my own opinion.
He's supposed to teach both sides and not put his opinion in there. So that's red flag number 1.
Yes.
So if he's telling me these things, I'm like, no.
So
Continue.
So then the next, he telling, like, he's teaching, and I'm just like, how I'm supposed to hear the other side if you not teaching it? Like, you saying all this bad stuff about this side, but I don't hear the other side, so I'm confused. Like, I'm literally confused.
And this class is so important because election time is coming along, and you really need to go out there and vote.
So
Everybody need to go out there and vote.
I'm over here confused, and I don't know what to do. So then, I'm not really gonna talk about the other classes like that because it was okay for me. It wasn't fun, like, you know, but it was okay. The next day, right, I come into that classroom, and we took a quiz, and everything is okay, whatever. So now I'm sitting there listening to what he's saying, not hearing the other side, but hearing all the bad part. Like, he's not saying the good parts of the other side. He's just saying all the bad parts. He did not say not one positive part about the other side. All he's saying is about all the good parts about the side that he believes in, and he did not say not one bad part about what he's saying. So I'm like,
it's not a good teacher.
I'm
it's
like,
not
how
how you
you
teach.
teaching me political stuff and I don't know what to choose besides what you teaching me? He's basically persuading the kids in the class to believe what he believes. The next day, right, I walk into class, we did the quiz or whatever. So then after the quiz is finished, everybody did the quiz. He said, we're gonna do this time for time. One side says agree. If you agree with the stuff I'm saying, go to the agree side. The other side says disagree. So if you disagree, walk to that side. So he says something.
Before all of this, she forgot. She was texting me through all this whole thing, and I'm like, just go and speak to your guidance counselor. So then she said, I spoke to her, and I'm like, she's supposed to be able to change their class. She came and said, oh, okay, I'm going to get to change my class tomorrow. I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah, I forgot that part.
Yeah, I'm like, great, you get to change the class. Great. So then the next day she called me, and she's like, I can't do this. I can't. They said I can't change my class. I'm like, what happened?
So then after, I was about to cry, but I didn't want to cry in front. It was nobody in the hallways, but I didn't want to cry right there in the hallways. So I went in the bathroom stall, and I started crying because I was so mad.
When I told her me gonna speak to her, I be like, no, I don't want to look like a punk. I don't want. I'm telling her that's my job. Let me go. If you can't speak to her, let me speak to her. Right?
So,
no, I don't want to look a punk. No.
Because every time she talks to somebody, she make it seem like I'm like a baby.
It's not that.
Even though I am a baby crying in the bathroom.
It's not that. It's like, let me speak to them. If she's not getting good results, you speaking to her, let me speak to her. Let me be that motherly figure and speak to this lady.
Now back to the part we was at. So he told us to go and agree or disagree. The question was, I'm not even gonna say the question, but basically the question was very bold. Like, it was a bold question. So everybody in the class went to agree, right? And I sat down because I did not want to be in it, and I didn't get up at all. I just sat there. He was like, Abby, why are you not getting up? And I'm like, because I don't know and I don't want to get up. Just go, what do you think? At first in my mind, I was like, I'm going to just go where everybody else is going, but I'm not trying to be like that. I'm like, you know what, let me go to the side where I really believe that feels right to me.
This one bit me just on my forehead. I'm
saying, let me go to the side where I believe is right, or where I feel like my opinion. So
that's a smart thing.
So I walked to the side, nobody over there. He said, okay, since you were the only one over there, go ahead, speak yourself. So I spoke what I thought, and he was like, okay, I see where you're coming from, whatever. And he smiled at me, but it wasn't like a good smile. It was like I don't even know how to explain it.
Condescending.
Yeah, like, you're dumb for choosing that side, basically. So then after, he goes to the other side, and the people on that side was like, well, da-da-da. And I'm not gonna say what they said, but it was basically really, really racist. And then the teacher was like, you're a racist. And then I'm looking, and I'm like,
Say you a racist?
no. To the boy who said it, he said, are you racist? And he's screaming, he's like, are you racist? And I'm like, what? And I'm just sitting there not saying anything. He was like, yeah, he said it quiet, but he was like, yeah, a little bit. And then after he switched the thing, and the teacher looked at me, and I'm just sitting there, like my eyes was watering, but I was like trying to not make it seem like I was crying, because I was not trying to seem like a,
Here we go.
because I'm a real OG. A real OG don't cry.
So she texts me, Mom, I'm sorry, I can't do this. When she said sorry, I got on the phone, I called the school.
Yes, without me knowing.
I'm late, because I know she's going to say, don't do it. I got on the phone, I talked to her, I thought I need to speak to her guidance counselor now. I'm like, you need to do something to get this girl out of this class. Oh, well, I can't do nothing. I'm like, you're going to find a way to get her out of this class with a teacher or whatever. Then all of a sudden the phone just disconnect. Really? I called this woman back like 6-7 times. I left messages. I'm like, please call me back ASAP. This is important. I'm telling this girl, I'm texting her, I'm like, yo, I called. Why you call this school? You gonna make me look like a punk. You gonna look like a punk today. You gonna look like a punk today. Today. She called me back. So she was like, well, if I take her out of this class, I gotta rearrange everything on her schedule. I don't care what you rearrange, get her out of this guy's class. Or you're gonna have me on the 10 o'clock news or the 5 o'clock news with the school. Do not play with me.
Before she even said she's gonna have to rearrange, she said she had to rearrange an important class for me right now. It's like, it's a nursing program. She said I would have to drop that class if I had to think. And I know I don't have to drop that class, because one of my friends, she has that same class with me, and she have the same class that I'm taking. She switched it. She have the nursing program with me and the class that she's taking, but with a different teacher, and she switched it. So I'm like, how can she switch it but I can't switch it? And I'm like, but I had to change my important class that I worked hard for to get in, and I have to drop that class. That don't make no sense. And I was so mad.
Help her, you know. And I feel like I would have went to the school, it would have went left. Right, I was already mad because my hair the other day. I was already mad. So y'all see my doodle hair, so I did on my own. I wanted to bob. I was already upset, and then to hear her going through this made me even more upset. Then I have other things that made. I'm like, no, get her out of this class.
So yeah.
And then she's like, oh you know what? Is this what Abigail wants? I'm like, listen, get her out of this class. She said, well, have Abigail come and speak to me on Monday. So be it.
So yeah. So basically, what was I saying before?
She got to Monday to go and change her classes. We're gonna get into why we end up moving, where we moved at in a later story time, but right now,
if you guys want to hear it,
if y'all guys want to hear it, comment below. Let us know if you want to hear why we end up moving, why, you know what I'm saying? Because that one is juicy.
that one is juicy. But that's basically why we don't post the schedule that we said we're gonna post, because I don't want to film a video just because I want to film a video. I want to be energetic. I want to be me. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to
like,
comment,
and subscribe. Until next time, bye.
You feel the vibe, it's contagious.